there's another knock with the drum shotgun, just absolutely wreaking havoc. Ewing trying to take this wall. I think his teammate is not going to be able to stay alive, so it's going to be Zex and Yu. He's got the shield advantage. He's play this patient. I'm going to be sure that these guys don't have that many materials, so just needs to spray it out and hopefully find a chance to take it down, but he's healing up.
Yeah, Zexro has minis as well as big shields, so we'll be able to get back the full shield. And Ewing now is trying to go.
Zex definitely can interrupt this now. He's just going to be going for the reload. He's definitely standing. He's gets the revive. Now 2-on-1 again.
Zexro staying confident though, knowing right now still at over 150 HP. The teammate has to be at 30 health. The wall comes through, trying to spray it, and it's not going to happen. And you see Zexro right there, hands right to his head. Some solid damage done, but Ewing dropped down to 59 HP. But with that elimination, we'll bump back up to over 100. Very, very close right there, Ninja, with the drum shotgun.
Very important is checking out the storm. Now, a lot of these players, you got to get people who are outside. They're going to have to start their rotations. This is actually where a lot of very talented players with their aim can clean up a lot of kills. This is actually my teammate and I's reverse. Our strategy was try to get in those spots where you can beam people who are going to be flying throughout the sky, using a lot of the slipstreams, and just taking advantage of, you know, your incredible accuracy.
A little update, too, on Sizlucky. They did get the reboot in Fatal, so they're both back in play. Look at how slow this lobby is going, folks. 92 players left, and a definite fan favorite here. Nate Hill and Funk of FaZe players set on up near Good. And Ninja, this is your landing spot with your duo reverse. What are maybe some little tips and tricks for players that move like Blade?
All right, so there's still on the boat. Every single one of them has wood, so you definitely want to go for those. Easily get max wood in, and probably less than metal angle in town that you can get from metal, which is, you know, like the most valuable material that you can get. I mean, I'm just 91 players. I mean, have we talked about Storm Surge? I mean,
we haven't yet. I was going to let that be a bridge when we cross it, but
because there's 21 people left. I mean, how soon we're going to be?
We're going to have Storm Surge in every game.
Yeah. This is going to be nuts. You guys don't know what Storm Surge is? It's going to start taking damage. The damage threshold.
Yes, and it tells the players on their screen what the damage threshold is. If you're used to playing at home, you probably have never experienced Storm Surge in a normal game, but it is very common in competitive because everyone wants to last until late game, earn those extra points, and wind up getting those placement points to come on through. Watching Letwick and Quexy right now, it's so scrappy, Ninja. It's not your normal game where you get to loot up and freely grab everything you want. Here, I mean, look at the inventory. A common heavy assault rifle, 2 heavy bullets.
Yeah, I mean, people are not going to be able to loot. They're not going to be able to loot normally. Yeah. You have every single spot. It's definitely going to be more talented players who are surrounding you. You got to be constantly worried about getting sniped on the side. All it takes is 2 seconds to be caught off guard, and you get dinged twice with an infantry rifle, and boom, there goes, you know, 160 health, man, just like that.
89 players left now in the lobby as Twiz and Cover H, the duo, do get cut down. 45 duos remaining. The second zone has just been revealed, and again, Storm Surge will begin after that. I absolutely think it's going to happen. That will be for 70-plus players, so you keep that in mind as this goes on. Players who haven't really done any damage will know that they're going to be at a point where their hand is kind of be forced. They're going to have to put on a little bit of aggression. You're going to see the game pick up just a little bit here. There's Snappy and Red Rush already in the next zone. They're more than happy to just farm up this metal structure and claim it as their own.
They're actually very centralized as well.
Yep.
I mean, a really great strategy that you're going to see a lot of people are going to be doing throughout this weekend. And so, just try to get in the dead center of the second zone, and honestly just kind of pray that the circle is going to continue to rotate in your favor. I mean, I'm still looking at a lot of these guys' inventories. One guy just gets shot in front of him, like he's going to try to save the team. It's not going to happen. There's not a lot of rotation items. I haven't seen a lot of shockwave grenades. I haven't seen a lot of shadow bombs. I don't see any launch pads in anyone's inventories.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a, like, the rotations late game are going to be nuts. People are going to get lasered out of the sky.
And Letwick now all by himself in a 1 versus 2 as his teammate did go down. You see Harvey and Bolts still quite healthy between the two of them. Over 140 HP for both of them. Harvey still playing the slow ground, trying to spray out the opponent. And look at the material count for Volks. 135 total builds. It does look like Letwick just kind of ran away, but I don't believe Letwick was able to grab his teammates' reboot card. So we'll basically be by himself the rest of this game.
You know, it's going to be almost impossible to alone when your teammate is knocked. And there's the Storm Surge warning. These guys are 106 above it. You guys can see that, which means that there's somebody who has 106 damage less than them that is currently glowing. They need to hit some people, deal some damage, and that's actually the beauty of Storm Surge, right? You don't necessarily only want people kind of just lingering around in their 1-by-1s, praying that the circle moves to them. You're gonna see some fights that are gonna be forced to break out because players need to get above that, or they're gonna die. They're not gonna be able to make it.
Now moving towards the Dusty Divot Diner. You see Clix and Skeptic. Yeah, the very young duo from NA East, and you just said yourself, I didn't even know you could farm this.
I didn't even know you could get down there.
This is the beauty of it, right? These are the top players in the world showing off the little things that they know that really no one else can pick up on. Many teams already stacking here as there's so many materials to be farmed up. And for a lot of players, Ninja, once they get max, they don't just stop there. They keep farming to have an excess for more if they need to expend a lot of materials quickly. Yes. On the bottom right of your screen, you see a fight going down in Salty Springs. A lot of grenades being thrown right there. That's going to be Serpent and Hype.
Serpent and Hype in a pretty decent spot. Yeah. You guys can look up the mini-map that we're staring at. Every single team is now in the safe zone. Everyone is safe in the next circle. It is moving in. Double heavy sniper is in play. For those of you guys who do not know, a heavy sniper will take out a metal wall. It'll take out pretty much anything. It does 1,500 damage to structures. So if you have two teammates who have double heavy snipers, they can see a team line up a shot of somebody hiding in a 1-by-1 and be able to take them out.
And that changes the game completely. Once you hear double heavy, you can no longer sit still ever. Or if you know where they're at, you have to make sure you have at least 2 walls of cover on that side to protect you from the inevitable double snipe. And when we say double snipe, it's as far as 1, 2, 3, shoot. And they both fire at the same time and catch you off guard.
There's absolutely 0 time to react. And one thing you guys we've talked about are the rotation items. We got 6 shadows for this guy, and they have a baller, so they're sitting pretty. I think these guys are in a great spot.
Absolutely. And you see the zone did just update towards the northern side of this current storm. Storm Surge is now in play, so players beginning to drop. 80 players in total in this game. They will just rotate out of here. Hype and Serpent don't want the fight. And that's Jay, now quite weak. With Storm Surge beginning to tick in. Quentin and Lanouf now having to push a fight as Storm Surge is affecting them as well. And you see it just kind of smites them down from the heavens, and there they go, getting dropped by Storm. Unfortunate for them, but again, with not enough damage done, they do fall below that threshold.
Jeez, man, Storm Surge really does put people into some pretty tricky situations, but again, man, it just goes to show a lot of aggressiveness is going to pay off for teams. You don't want to be put in that situation where, you know, you have to desperate and push. Maybe a duo that's better than you in combat. You know what I mean? And Airwax and Nikov just...
That's a replay.
Was that a replay? They just went down.
Airwax and Nikov are winners. Well, Airwax at least are back-to-back winner of the Pro-Am. Does go down. Airwax double qualified as well. Tough first game for them as they do go out quite early on. 71 players left in this game. 38 duos. Again, it's a slow crawl as everyone begins to drop. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Well, I think that we saw moments like this where when the circles they didn't really chunk that much and they were more centralized at the beginning of competitive. So really no one had to rotate that much and no one had to fight. So now that these circles are really just kind of moving around the map, you can't really predict them. I mean, you're getting these players who have, again, great aim. They're just being so many things out right now. Spamming the space bar, trying to make it as difficult as possible to hit. Look at already trying to figure out right now where's he going to land. Look at all these people who are already boxed out. They're already creating these tunnels. More shots coming down. You can be able to make it. 8 grenades. So that's going to be, I mean, if you can get in a position where some players are already getting focused on the outside, 8 grenades, you might be able to clean up those kills too.
Yep, that's right there. They do box up in time. Did take some shield damage, but thankfully they have to replenish that. Just a few moments as there's a clip now using them. He's got his teammate right next door as well. Medkit, so they're going to pop that too. Every little bit of HP matters. Saving the campfire for the late game, it appears. Ronaldo.
Save the campfire.
Elimination speed right there. People look at Marco earlier. They're set up early in the zone. 68 players left.
Love watching this guy play. I'm serious. I mean, here's you just check his inventory. Only got 2 guns right now. Very difficult. Look at that healing too, though. 5 slurps. 2 slurps, 5 chug flash.
They already have a slurp ticking. This is insane.
Super close to the zone.
Yeah. They're in a fantastic position to make some noise. The slipstream slowly inching towards where he begins to shut down Ninja, but there's so many slipstreams. So a lot of players are going to use that to rotate on in freely without using launch pads or the shadow bombs. There's your whole map right there. The eastern side of the zone. None of these players really going to be able to play. They're going to have to inch a little bit more towards blue players if they want to be good.
Some of the best so hard to spray through their walls and do damage to them. But anything like their bombs, what I like to call them, to force people either one by one and try to shoot them as they're rotating away. Do one by one to dodge the stinks.
You see the stinks right now going down on Mongraal, and Mongraal gets immediately ripped in two. It seemed like the lobby began to focus him right there. His duo is still alive.
With good rotation.
Definitely has a bunch to be able to play with. The next Storm Surge has begun to come in. 12 damage below. Will have to begin to put shots down range. The zone pushing as well. With the zone at their back, players who have to push from the zone. They have one way they can go. They can't afford to take storm damage. They've got to push right out of it. Metro knows that. Now they get the fire. Dubs just below as well. One of the players who qualified multiple times through solos and then once in duos.
They also have some great rotation. 2 ballers still intact. And here's the thing that you just mentioned, all these players rotating in, forced to rotate. Everyone knows.
Very little ammo. The rookies of the last 9 assault rifle shots. It's getting scrappy. There in the split. Still only 80, meaning combined between the two. They really only have about 150 shots to work with. The zone still pushing. 61 players left. Reminder, folks, this is game number 1 of 6 today in the duos competition. Dubs does go down as a player got that back wall and he wasn't quite ready for it. Mega frantically backing on up, trying to create some space. Will he be able to go?
He's going to go to the top that. He's got traffic.
Storm Surge on.
Trying to be aggressive. Oh, he's still below, right? He's going to need to be aggressive. He won't even have time to revive his teammate. He's got all the shields in the world to get back up to full health. Storm Surge is still ripping him apart. That slurp is barely keeping him alive.
Hitting him for 25 damage every time he winds up ticking. There it is again, dropping on in. Mega's hand is forced. Some big damage right there. Still below as players are continuing to drop all around. But Mega doing a solid job of keeping himself alive right now. Storm Surge, fantastic composure again. One of the young players on this stage looking to try to secure world champion. No more dubs. The duo
Still
okay,
down.
So now above.
Finally above, and guess what? The most important thing for those guys, yes, he's alone. Yes, his teammate's down. He has to not only make it to the game, but lead these clutch this win out. He's going to keep up shotgun. Stop the combat shotgun. One of the greatest options we have in the game. And all the guys certainly just rose into the storm. This is it. This needs to be covered.
This Storm Surge is insane. It's still going on.
Finally taking out 52 players left. And this is where things are about to get serious, guys.
Thomas drops some ammo right. Yeah, right on the edge of the zone right now. We'll just stay boxed up for a brief moment. As now there's 36 players remaining. Stompy in the elimination feed. Arkram now goes down as well. You get the elimination feed to the top left to keep track of your favorite players. There's so much is going on. This is what tunneling is. When you hear players mention tunneling, this is it right here. You move with the zone, you tunnel your way in, give yourself cover, but not a lot of materials left. Only 22 builds, and this zone is stacked. But look who's on the high ground. It's Mr. Savage and Benji Fishing.
That would be your 2 picks, so good for you. All right, I have to owe you a bet there, man. That's that. All right. Bongo, unfortunately, do you still have Mitro still alive? I mean, listen, people are dying left and right, being eliminated. More Savage just used another shockwave grenade. He already had high ground, though. The question is, are people going to try to take it? You know that if you really want the chance to win this, you're going to have to try to take the high ground off them or have a rocket launcher to just take them out of it.
This is so weakened. Mr. Savage just looks up and beams the player out of the air. It's all Benji, Fishy, and Mr. Savage in the elimination feed right now. 24 players left in this one. But 20 duos. There's almost no duos remaining, Ninja.
Right, well, solos, and this is kind of what's going to happen, man.
Mr. Savage goes down.
It's up to Benji, and listen, Benji's been in this position before. We know he can handle it. Nitro's still in the game. I I just saw him. He looks incredibly healthy, but now taking some storm damage. Benji's just going to try it. Look at the materials. Not a lot left. They're only using the Shadow. That means he has 1 build left.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all he has.
He's got 10 total builds.
10 total builds.
Just trying to outlast as many players as possible. Remember these placement points. We've made it into our top 10 duos. Now into our top 8. Zayt and Saf now. Zayt and Saf now on the high ground. One of the few, the only duo left. This has a Zayt and Saf twin written all over it. Mitro, Mongo's duo, was all by himself very early on. Still alive in this one. 40R Storm now getting beamed. Can the North American duo of Zayt and Saf close this out? Raining down fire from up top. You see the frantic builds coming in. Benji Fishy goes down. Mega, Mitro, and Storm on the low ground. Shots still coming on in. Zayt and Saf just sitting pretty.
Mitro just got a double, I think. 5 limbs.
Tries to get it done. Not enough. Zayt and Saf, 2 versus 1. Will they take game number 1? Yes, they will.
Zayt and Saf had the high ground, and they used it the entire game. Rain fire from above, and we're able to win 5 limbs plus 10 placement points. That's going to be 15 points.
About a monster game number 1. You saw the immediate reaction. They know how key that was. And I've watched so many games of competitive Fortnite, Ninja. They were the only duo left with still like 18 players remaining. When they get the high ground like that, they send 1 player down to get close. Scarlet was already weak, and there's just no shot. In the end, the veteran players of Zayt and Saf take game number 1. And you know, Ninja, that was a big topic of conversation. Players with LAN experience, players who have been around the Fortnite competitive scene at these major events for a long time. Will they let the nerves get to them? Guess what? The answer is no. Zayt and Saf take game number 1.
It was absolutely incredible to watch, man. And seriously, these guys have been absolutely dominant in the World Cup qualifiers online. And it's only fair that they continue to show their dominance here at the actual World Cup stage.
Brilliant performance. You know that their game plan is always last as long as possible.
Absolutely.
But the fact that they made it through those storm surges, even with them not getting very aggressive, they had 0 limbs down to those final few moments. Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy, we have to talk about them for a second as well. The European young duo, they were on the high ground. It was looking good, Ninja, but so many players focusing them to shockwave grenades as well, and they had no kills left.
It's unfortunate, man. We have a group full of these players who are literally the best in the world. They know exactly how to win, right? So if they don't have the high ground, they know that whenever there is a moment, that they have to shoot the high ground, shockwave grenades. I think that's actually what happened. It's shockwaved up and knocked them off the high ground.
Yep.
But when you have shield like Zayt and Naf did at the end there, and that high ground team, it's over, man.
What a sigh of relief.
Incredible,
Those 2.
incredible first game, and we're only just getting started.
We're only just getting started. Remember, 6 games we played today in the duos competition, which $15 million will be rewarded. Tomorrow we'll do it all over again, except with solos. So you want to stay glued to the streams here for the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. The hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Get involved in the conversation. Send to Ninja and I your thoughts after game number 1. Who surprised you? What are you looking forward to in game 2 through 6? For me, other things I noticed, man. you've got to be on your A game. When it comes down to taking note of where you are with Storm Surge, there's been longer Storm Surges that have lasted than I've ever seen.
I've honestly never seen Storm Surge affect the game so much.
Yep.
Because here we are having 80 people left at the circle. You know what I mean? Like, and these guys, they're not going to let you in. You know what I mean? And if you want to put shots on these guys, reward, man, right? Let's see how these guys change. I wonder if the guys who did get hurt a lot by the Storm Surge are going to make changes in the second game. Are they going to be a little bit more aggressive, trying to deal with damage?
That's a great way to think of it. I know there were so many people that want to give their thoughts on these games, but over at Unreal Island, we've got our very own Sundown with his thoughts on Game 1.
Thank you so much, Courage and Ninja. In the first match of the duos competition is over, and the victory royale experience wins out. We talked about Energy Day and Sap and how they've been playing so long together, and that endgame was a prime example of textbook Zay and Sap. We're gonna re-roll it, break down kind of how they were able to keep the control. Now pay attention right away. You can see on the backside, Sap has one angle while Zay is going forward, and they're moving back over the tarps they've already established, but the angles they take make sure they're covering everything. They hear the shots below, they're putting the fires down towards them, and Scarlet is able to pick up Mitro, but doesn't have enough to get out. Zay and Sap, 5 eliminations, victory royale, 15 points. Showing that their competitive experience, their experience on stage and at major LAN events is winning out right now. They say nerves, what nerves? We might as well be playing at home on our own stations because they're just that good. Match 1 is over. Time to get back over the stage for match 2. Ninja and Courage, take it away.
Thank you very much, Sundown. Great stuff as always. Of the venue, enjoying the event itself, but again, exactly where we stack up at the end of the final. It's going to be so hectic. So before we hop into Game 2, we will have a standings update for you all at home. Who do you think's up top of it right now? Well, guess what? It's Sap and Zay, but
AFN team is Savage, man. Incredible, like, solo plays. Both of our predictions, and they're still up there. Guess what? Imagine when they're healthy, and when they actually get some good rotation items. I'd love to see how they're going to play in the late game, man.
Placement points is so key. You have done a great job pointing out Mitro at the end. Not only does he stay alive, not only does he perfectly use his materials and his movement items, but he also finds probably an abysmal Game 1 to top 3 in our leaderboard. Again, here are your standings from game number 1.
Incredibly talented duo, man. Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing what Ace can do. Hopefully they step it up in this next game. Game 2 is about to get on its way, man. Are you ready?
I am ready. Ladies
ready?
and gentlemen, in this sold-out arena, are you guys ready for game number 2? Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, they are. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched. Game 2 of the Fortnite World Cup Duo Finals is underway.
Again, I'm going to keep saying it of any competition, but definitely Fortnite for me is the second you jump out of that bus.
Yep.
Right? Once you hit the ground, once the players hit the ground, you're going to definitely have hopefully less. You're going to get back into the flow, back into the farming mentality. And man, I'm looking at these llamas on my screen. I'm just hoping that they find them. There's nothing greater than finding the new upgraded llama for 350 mats. They're perfect.
In a very small area. And many players have gotten better at spotting llamas from very, very far away.
I mean, the one thing I tell, I was telling teammate Malachi, you just tell yourself, hey, you should probably look for llamas as we're flying in, because usually you're looking for players who's going to be landing next to you. You can actually keep an eye on that being purple and blue llama. There's one. You're going to get shield, rotation, or shadow box, campfires, minis. I mean, these are incredibly valuable.
And remember, materials get capped at 500 of each type. So 350, it's done its job for you. You can spend much less time looting and farming, and much more time looting. And look at Zay perfectly using the Shadow Bomb Ninja. For players at home who are wondering how he just use it for way more than the 6 seconds it actually lets you use it for. Explain a little bit of the on the side of the mountain.
Yeah, all you have to do is make sure that you have the animation that's going to trigger the double jump. And if you touch any solid ground, you're going to be able to continue to double bounce back and forth, man. It's an incredible use of the Shadow Mountain. You're probably going to see a lot of players do something like that in the late game off of other teams. It's just way more difficult to do that off a mountain, by the way.
Sure. Now take a look. That storm is far side of the map, and this storm is very far. Great point to bring up there. We can see on our side, the zone right now basically gets cut off at Dusty Divot and Neo Tilted, and the rest of the north side of the map are in play. So everyone in the middle of the side will have to move, and you see the elimination rate very early on. Elevate does get cut down, so a tough start. 200 Thieves right there. I wonder if Arcrum's still alive. With Daedra and MLG.
Looks like they're trying to obviously back away, want to farm up. Lucky Landing is not really. One of them is going to be leaving a little bit. Yumeng in the fight right now, popping out with big shield, so all of his damage that he will take from now on will be permanent unless he gets an elimination. And yes,
the SRAM and Mexi have lost so much HP. Another player putting their attention towards this fight. As Navi was up, does go down. It's now Yumeng all by himself, and no materials left. They're really, this is an abysmal position to be in. Yumeng knows that. Trying to fall back to his teammates to maybe sneak a revive, but I just don't see.
Really are kind of hesitant. You know what I mean? They don't necessarily want to go to the party now. They don't have a lot of speed. Are they going to get off the right play? They're going to push forward. Yumeng no shield, and he's going to get the double. He's going to get the double and the revive on KBB. And there was some delicious shockwave grenades that just slid down the ramp.
Yumeng takes them down. 4 builds left. I believe there was that third team getting nearby, which weakened them at first. Yumeng gets the cleanup on the last one right there. What a swing for the duo. Shot does come in on the keys, though, with another flight going down just outside the desert side of the map. Up against 2.
Running out of materials already, and guess what? These guys are at the farthest point. This fight. You're not going to be able to get materials. They're burning all the materials in the fight right now. So they're definitely going to need these lists to make up for it.
And Landjock and Punisher went down early last game as well. Now as well, they want to go for the second elimination, and
we take the oh my god, we got some track talk
in real life. Did he just take the L in real life? Homie, this is land. This dude's gonna come home. No, he's kidding. But the Stinks coming in.
Stinks coming in, 22 health left. Campfire down. He has.
Oh, and look who's here.
Third party. Hello.
Look who's here. NA puts up the take the L, and EU says no, no, no. This is the World Cup, baby. I'm gonna show which continent is best. Mitro and Mongrel, full HP, and they storm roll through.
Dual links for Mitro,
Blitz
still
right
plays
there.
down low. Wow, incredible. Let's look at that kid. gold scar, gold combat, heavy shotgun, or I'm sorry, heavy sniper rifle for taking opponents' walls. Look at, they're just healing and bum rushing, and that's going to be it.
And there's no shot right there. Skeptic, you saw, hey, putting on a show. I love it. The man does YouTube for a reason. But then also a fantastic player. I think speaks a little bit too soon. Aiden now on your screen. Does not one. Hasn't finished the elimination yet, so still will gain 50 HP if he gets the full. There it is. Now a 2 versus 1. Aiden and Sean. Look at how weak Sean is though, Ninja.
Sean has absolutely no health. A little bit of shield. Hopefully he drops the keys here. AP in the good team that he's first calling it out right now. But it is also a 2-on-1, and we don't know how weak this guy is right now, but if he is, he's trying to trade. And there's a double shotgun shot for over 21 white. Players no shield left are going to try to put the pressure on Sean. How aggressive they're being. They're both one hit. They can actually grab.
They're going for it. They're saying, you know, you would have thrown the trap down by now. And there it is. And look at the take from Aiden. The jump out to the side. And they'll be rewarded with shields, with materials. And look, Aiden actually, there was 2 big shields.
Yeah.
Aiden's gonna get the full health.
That's incredible, man.
See the stats so far in this game. Aiden has done 434 damage, has taken 312, and he's near backup to max health. I know Aiden is a crowd favorite here. Every time the camera goes on, there's a big cheer for this sold-out arena.
For those of you guys who do not know, the Storm Circle is about to update right now. We just saw our second one, forcing everyone out of the north and east side of the map. And also, guess what? Every single llama was found.
Yep.
All 5 llamas have been found. So we have probably 5 material players right now.
A lot of rotation.
Oh my god. Freaking out, man.
You're getting into it.
Looks like a lot of people.
I love it.
Yeah, we're looking around. They're all gone. There's only one airdrop that's left, which is a lot of players. It's very difficult, man. Going for airdrops is super risky. It looks like everyone at the World Cup here is taking their chances.
And what's kind of funny with this zone, as you see it at the bottom right side of your map, the slipstreams are there to basically help everyone get from the southeast, east, and south side of the map easily into this zone. So if you kind of sit outside and wait for players to move in from the slipstream, you might be able to deal a lot of damage. And remember, you might think, oh, well, there's no way you're going to get that elimination. I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying free damage for Storm Surge when that comes into play, because it is going to happen very, very soon here. We're about a minute away.
It literally looks like we've been watching that action. But there's 84 teams, 84 players left still.
Yep. I guess that's a testament to our observers backstage. Great stuff to them. Sizlucky does take a bit of storm damage right there. Chug splashes in the inventory. And Ninja, like I said, Chug splashes have came into this game and they've completely taken competitive by storm. Are they the best healing item currently in this meta?
I think that, there's a lot of items that get added where, not everyone is all unanimous about it, right? Some people do not like it. But let me tell you something about these splashes. I don't think I've ever seen more positive, reactions from an item being added than when Chug splashes were added. I mean, nothing but positivity on Twitter. It was absolutely incredible. I woke up to some delightful posts.
Yeah.
Those guys who don't know what they are, each one flash, they come in packs of 2, stack up to 6, they give you 20 health, 4 shield, whatever.
And they're instant. You throw them down the ground, and they can be used to heal you and your teammates around you, as well as, if you really want to be a troll, your enemies that you've knocked. Here are Mongrel Beach in the zone. I'm going to come out and say it right now. There is no way someone in this lobby has a better inventory than what Mongrel has right now. And when you come into this, they were already in your top 3. So they're in a position right now, Ninja, where if they have a pop-off performance right here, with only 6 games being played after the first 2, they could be your leaders.
Absolutely. I mean, they were only 2 points away from first. Yep. And they didn't even win the game. And Mongrel went down early before placing points rewarded. So, Sean and Aiden in another fight with Quentin and his squad. Sean trying to take some walls here. And he's out of light ammo.
He has materials.
And he's out of materials. So he can't even spray right now. The only thing you do is spray an AR, and that's not really going to be effective against top players who are actually trying to take walls.
Well, the player tried to drop a trap down low to bait Aiden, but Aiden does not fall for it. This seasoned veteran trying to cover his back. Players beginning to spray on through. Stink bombs dropping, and there's one a limb. Another shot comes in.
Gets his shield. That's why he went for the thirst.
Yep.
And grabbed the match. 365 match now. He is our 4th medic shot.
Stinks. They're going to get up Stinks.
So weak.
Look at how weak they are.
And only they can get both Sean and Aiden. I think that's exactly what they should. They split up. Now he's trying to take them 1 by 1. Get pushed by more than one person.
Quick reaction from Aiden, but this looks like it could spell disaster for the duo. Damage dealt 639. He does go down, though the quick edit comes
making
through.
plays. Now it's up to Sean. Can he clutch it? Only 2 HP. Got some minis. Picked up some ammunition now with the guns. It looks like Space is way more healthy. And obviously, the players who are around him as well. What's he going to do? Looks like he's going for high ground. Smart play, but he's out of wood.
Oh, no,
He's got wood.
He's got wood. Both freaked out.
He's put himself in a nice pyramid. For those of you guys who don't know what a brick or a metal pyramid,
Big thing to note, look at the zone. He has to push. That's it. He has to push. He has 52 health, but the zone is right at his back. He's got to go. Don't even worry about Storm Surge. He's 400 pieces of bomb as well.
Has a shot, and he's going to be taken down. I mean, that's just the worst position to be in any competitive game, is being weak, low materials, low health, and
every time you watch Aiden and whoever he's playing with, they are always the most aggressive, it appears. Yes. If you remember the famous moment, I think for me, arguably one of the most famous moments in Fortnite competitive history was the Nick Mercs and Aiden duo where they made it into the big bonus about a year ago.
Oh my God.
And a crowd popped off. Well, they're always scrappy getting into eliminations. Here, the stat popped up for a second. Aiden and Sean had done 680 damage in the game. The average in the lobby was 80. Took them up in the game already. Unfortunately, though, when you fight that much, there's a higher chance of you going down. Speaking of potential fights, here is Lucky and Buck, who we saw earlier on in the last game at Fatal Field struggle to stay alive. Now in another tough spot as they're both low on shields and low on health.
Decent rotation item. You guys have launch pads, use one shadow can get you into another zone.
Yep.
It's going to hopefully get you this place in speed or even in a position to get some eliminations. But yeah, as you said with Aiden, you mentioned earlier, how people going to change how they're going to play, right? Are they going to do anything different here in the World Cup? And guess what? I'm pretty sure they're going to say that Aiden's is not doing anything different. They're incredibly aggressive. They're putting the damage down. Players advantage that they will win.
And that was the top 5 leading into this game. You see it updated again right there on your screen. Peterboard is at the moment. Mitro and Mongo staying alive. Great. Holding this pyramid edit, and for people at home who might not know, he's not exposed right there, right, Ninja? He's peeking through his build.
Correct. If you guys are peeking through the pyramid, you hit edit on it. You cannot be seen, right? You can also see through it. It's very amazing. Fortnite Battle Royale.
What a Battle Royale, the ultimate Battle Royale experience.
Ultimate Battle Royale experience, man. Blue T is in the storm, taking damage, a lot of damage, and he's still going to be rotating. Road taking damage as well. Thomas gonna have to make some plays. And there goes Brody. Actually, he's got 9. 66 players remain. Kind of moving a little bit away from the market, but once you have a high ground mountain in play, I mean, I'm wondering if it's going to go north.
There's 3 high ground mountains in play, and
really mixes it up.
And a drone shot that people can wind up going on top of. It's brilliant to use.
Oh, absolutely. If you guys could get up on top of those, that's the ultimate high ground. Can't get sniped from above, and you can deal with a lot of damage as well. Also, it's incredibly difficult to shoot players down up there. You know that after the 5th circle closes in, those airbags stop working. You don't have any rotation to get down. Glider, redeploy, anything like that. Yikes. That's a massive yikes. You have to pray that someone can launch pad down underneath it somehow.
Yep.
And go for it.
Yeah.
Let's risk it all.
Both these teams will mess that up now. We talked about our game 1 winners of the Victory Royale, which is again placement points. The max you can get for placement in the game. It was negative stats. In the zone for the moment.
They got 4 shockwaves remain.
Yep. And they'll be alright. They'll be able to make it happen.
Here we go. They have to get the farthest. Look at how many stack players are on this side of the lobby right now. Very soon.
Tough rotation ahead. Watch them fight a little bit earlier on.
Even if I can feel cool, teammate comes in. Yep. No,
no, teammate's full. Teammate's full.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
Teammate's full.
You know, I was playing with Myth the other day, and he was using a lot of chug splashes without me. He was really sensitive on it. Still really sensitive.
We'll let you and Myth handle that one. Continue to move on in this fight. This is game 2 of 6, folks. The match will be going on throughout the day. 62 players left. 35 duos. Looks like they did a duo shockwave to try to fly across the map together. As the frantic rotation move on Yes.
Once these circles start so small, I think it's right away from the left.
is driven where you are at the leaderboards as well. If I'm in a position, I can make some round up early and try to begin to spray down the elimination. Yes. Get the zone on you. You begin to just build on up and get that height so you can spray on down as well. In this one, though, again, all comes down to rotation. You have nothing to rotate with and you're far away. I think you play late and put some of that launch pad near you and use that community pad to your advantage.
Eliminations, very good materials, and it's definitely a very delicious loadout. Anyone with a heavy sniper and a blue combat.
And remember, he started the game in Tommy Short with that clutch. When KBB didn't go down,
that's beautiful. That where he clutches with, man.
Yes, he does, and all the materials he could ever ask for it. Nearly 100 builds in this one.
You see they're marking right now. I think they have a double heavy sniper combo.
They're marking. Zones closing there.
Find out soon enough. It literally looks like he's marking exactly. I'm trying to look.
They do a double heavy sniper. Ninja called as the man knows. They see one, and oh!
You guys saw the difference. What we talked about earlier. You need two players. Also, that double sniper will not take you down.
But they've got the tools, the key to open all doors, as I put it. Zone Ninja.
It just moved over a mountain.
It just moved on the side of the mountain, so high ground will be in play, but at the same time, Ninja, after the low ground still in play. It's not as bad a position for low ground players. Remember, Monster did go down in the last game. He's got to back up because he's burning through materials very, very quickly. All above his Storm Surge, so they're good for the moment, and there's the replenish from his teammate in Vitro. 64 total builds left.
Always see them doing this. They always split half and half match with one another, and then they go and clutch others. And it's just the perfect way of making sure that you got material.
You know what big Sap is? Sap just sneaking up with that shower bomb. The spray coming in from Monzo. Stink bomb is hit as well. Everyone focusing these players on the outside. We've got the Phoenix firing. As we move in
Storm is closing in, and that's going to be forcing everyone to get to where the safe zone is right now. But it's moving in towards Pleasant Park. Guys, this is absolutely insane. 51 players still remain, by the way.
Les gars, juste pour info, les gars, ça, la World Cup Fortnite, en fait, elle est trop bien. Donc, à partir de maintenant, je vais laisser mon micro parce que, voilà, comme ça, vous dites, voilà, reste pas avec nous. Oh! On a pas arrivé au combat. Oh là là. Vas-y, je la mets direct, Attends. Je mets direct, mon pote. Où est-ce qu'il est? Ah, voilà. Quoi? Oh merde, c'est pas grave. Donc voilà les gars, voilà. Vous si je sais pas si vous entendez la petite musique là, mais c'est ma soeur qui regarde un dessin animé. Voilà les gars. Puis au pire les gars, voilà, la World Cup les gars, c'est pour ça que voilà, World Cup, je sais pas comment ça se dit. Mais en fait, les gars, il y a 2 Belges qui sont dans la World Cup Fortnite, les gars. Vous imaginez le truc, il y a 2 Belges qui sont dans la World Cup Fortnite. On peut trop bien ça.
This is it, another massive rotation going to be taken in the center of Pleasant Park. They're 167 damage above the threshold, so they're looking pretty good right now. The question is, are they going to keep mid ground, go for low ground, high ground? What's the play?
They didn't get the full launch pad. He might have to use his own. Yes, he does again, and that actually works out. He hits his head on something, which takes him down from having to, fly all the way up and get beat. They're going to challenge high ground right now. Zayt and Sap looking to do what many would think was impossible, which is win back-to-back games in the stack lobby. Just saw Falconer in the feed as well. Arkram with an elimination too. 19 duos left as we're moving towards the placement points. Ninja, and these duos know exactly that. 3 points if you make it to the top 15, which could be the difference between first and dead last.
What are they going to do? Are they going to prioritize rotation in and not taking damage, or are they going to try to play it a little risky and go for the Olymps? If you're going to be shooting, going for Olymps, definitely open up to a lot of spray. Shot, someone suddenly taking the high ground on you. So it all depends on how their play style is going to unfold, man.
Many more duos remaining in this game, unlike the last one. Zayt with another elimination right there on KBB. We've got Snappy and Red Rush on the high ground, and Sap
over the play. The high ground play.
The high ground take. Will he get it?
He's going to get it. He has it.
Zayt's got
right now is going to have to concede to the high ground, giving it to Snappy. And he's just going to have to stay alive as long as possible, try to get some placement points. He is obviously a talented player, top player. He can definitely make something happen, and I'm interested to see what he's going to do.
Cease has been by himself since the first moment of this game when Elevate went down at 98 players remaining, and he's somehow still alive. There goes Mega. You've got Darox and Item on the low ground. Lorwyn getting chopped down as well. Zate with about 100 HP. Uh-oh. Here comes Vinny and Zexro. They're trying to challenge for the high ground.
Keys right now being held in the zone with 5 eliminated. He's going to be eliminated from the back. Zate taken down as well. Snappy still with the high ground. Zex and Vinny. It's the TSM crew looking good, and they're going to take it. They just took high ground. Snappy gave it to him.
And they just got the high ground. Great use of the shockwave as well. Vinny as well as Zexro on fight for the moment. 5 eliminations so far. They're putting their names in the hat for potential victory royale this game.
Go down, right? They want those limbs.
Lorwyn now with eliminations back to back. 4 players left in this one. Zexro and Vinny spraying from the high ground. It's a 2 versus 1. The player right on the edge of the zone. The shot into the air. And he's going to drop on down to hype for the moment. The spray coming on in. It's not enough. Zexro and Vinny.
TSM takes game 2 with style. Both alive. You love to see it.
The victory royale and 7 eliminations.
Look at that.
Vinny's hyped and Zexro looks like
He was
they
stunned.
forgot his fries on a fast food order. Why am I thinking about food?
Oh my God, you know, Jack, it's pretty expected at this point. But God, 2 NA teams have taken game 1 and game 2, and honestly, I think that we can all say that the teams hyped up the most have been easy. Guess what? Mongraal and Metro, man, they've also been performing well. They still have so many points from eliminations.
Yep.
Oh man, what a great shotgun shot. They were perfectly in sync. They're even jumping and shotgunning at the same time. Vinny pop off, man. He loves the pop off.
So hyped. Zexro's about to start cranking 90s with default dancing in the lobby.
Trying to talk about literally what are they going to do in the next game.
Yeah.
That's what that focus is. That reminds me, I've been in this situation before. He grabbed his hand and took it for himself, man. That's a top teammate, man. Great synergy.
What a start to today's competition. The energy in here is insane. I am looking around and there are thousands and thousands of people filling up the Arthur Ashe Stadium live from New York City. Again, my name's Jack Courage Dunlop, joined by Tyler Ninja Blevins for what is the first ever Fortnite World Cup Finals. $30 million on the line this weekend. Millions will be tuning on in from across the world. There's so many ways to watch, and we're just 1/3 of the way done with today's action, and it's already been fantastic.
I don't even want to end, man. I'm going to be here all night. These games are incredible. Listen, you guys want to be here. You guys want to be competing. Take notes.
Yeah.
Watch these players. Watch how they build. Watch the fights that they do.
Style with the North American duo of Vinny and Zexro taking it. They're on the floor. None other than official.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate that. NA showing up.
Allez les gars, on va gagner les gars, on va gagner.
Games 1 and 2 videos actually look fantastic and both together, which is an incredible thing, right? Walk me through like just in-game for you guys.
I'm kind of hectic. The longest.
Great. Fantastic work, guys. Back to you, Ninja and Courage. JD!
Duo, Vinny and Zexro, you know, they've always been known as some you've seen them in competitive tournaments. There might be some younger players that have definitely been around the block here competitively.
Again, you can see them, just like a lot of other talent here, always the top, always qualified. Even though they already qualified, they continue to keep playing, and practicing. Guess what? They just took game number 2. You gotta be pumped right now, man. Once you win one of these games, you can't let up, though. Again, and that's why I love that energy. That's immediately fellas talking about what we do next. Hey, man, good job. We won that. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Right? How are we gonna change? Maybe even better somehow. Get more wins in game 3.
No, for sure. And they know that. They're not going to take their foot off the gas pedal. Folks, we have our standings after game number 2. Where are things playing on out? It is still Zate and Sap at the top. Dub and Mega at 18 points in second. Zexro and Vinny with that performance go from 0 points up to 17, Ninja. And that is the beauty of how this plays on out. Anyone can have a pop-off game and come right back. Mongraal and Metro still in your top 5, as well well as Serpent Hype, Darox, Titan, Forward, and Tux, Snappy, and Red Rush all there. While Zayt and Sav do have a nice little lead right now, nobody is safe from the rest of this lobby, I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, just take a look at the points, Courage. You got 11 points, right? Benji and Mr. Savage, they fell out of the top 10. But look at that. Storm and Epic Whale, 12 points. Daedra, M11Z, 12 points, 12 points, 12 points. All they need is 2 or 3 points, 2 or 3 extra eliminations right there, and they'll move up 6 places. Yep. You know what I mean? So it's still anyone's game, all right? 2 pop-off games, 1 pop-off game, boom, you're already in the top 5.
If you get 50th place or 11th place, from that a whole time in between, you win $100,000 as a duo.
Still.
But if you go from 10th up to 1st, it jumps all the way to 3 million. So everyone, eyes on that top prize. We are just 1/3 of the way through the action today, but I know we had a lot of fun up here, Ninja. What an absolute blast. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give a round of applause to Ninja for hopping in for some guest casting? What a great job.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure, brother, to be here. That's going to do it for us for now up here on the caster desk, but I know Zeke is down to the floor.
Thank you guys so much. Locking down the lobby.
Ok, je suis un peu nul quand même.
Coming in super clutch. And of course, guys, here we got some significant. You guys go ahead and commentate some games. So what I want to know from you is, have you guys had a good time? Have you enjoyed it? If so, let's hear it. Have you guys been enjoying yourself? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh les gars, je regrette de pas avoir joué en mode arène. Parce qu'on aurait pu, hein, les gars, être en World Cup, hein, les gars. Tout le monde aurait pu y aller. Hein. Ouais, quand même, il faut avoir la PS4.
To give back to you guys than to teach you how to say Fortnite from all around the world.
Okay.
So in just a moment, we're going to take a look at the video, and I can't wait because this is actually the first time I'm seeing this. A lot of work went into making this happen. So I can't wait for us to watch this together. Let's take a look.
Hello Fortnite fam. 포트나이트 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요.
Привет, Fortnite семья.
요번에 건드 포트나이트.
What's up, Fortnite fam?
포트나이트 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요.
What's up Fortnite fam? Having fun for the
Putain, vas-y, il y a des gens qui peuvent être derrière moi.
What's up, Fortnite fam?
Are you trying to be boss?
Sorry, I'm texting.
What's up Fortnite fan?
What's up, Fortnite fam?
What's up Fortnite fam?
What's up, Fortnite fam? Hey, galera do Fortnite.
What's up Fortnite fam?
Get out, Fortnite.
Bonjour, comment ça va les fans de Fortnite?
Get out, Fortnite fam. Show off, Fortnite fam. What up, dude?
That was even better than I thought. Just embrace it. We, as a collective,
Ouais, les gars.
get used to it. We're here to stay. Now, guys, there's a few more things I want to take a look at before we hop back into the next game. One of the things to kind of do if you're here or if you're at home, you've been watching, Ninja actually has really dope, a World Cup kind of exclusive hoodie. Would you like one of those things? Would you like one of the crazy
Bon, les gars,
World
je vais
Cup
couper le
shirts that
micro
we
comme ça
have?
vous entendez mieux la World Cup, ok?
Get your hands on one. Head on over. RetailRoad.com. Yourself a nice shirt. We've got some hoodies. We've got hats. We even got the little drone that's the battle bus. It's amazing. We've got the bus that's literally flying around. You best believe I'm going to pick one up and mess around with my family. They're not ready for it. But there you go. There's some on the screen. Also, that Grinch shirt is by far my favorite piece of merchandise. Those of you that really know I love Grinch. Easily my favorite character. But just some cool things. If you're looking to get some World Cup exclusive thing, go ahead and take a look. Now, for those of you who have also been watching kind of all 10-week qualifiers long, you know we love Golden Boy. And there's actually one thing that was kind of telling people as interviews. And that was, hey, when we get to New York, know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, Zeke. What about like everyone else? Why is it just Golden Boy? Well, he's Golden Boy and he's selfish, and he wanted to. That's right. Now the world knows. But a few of those players actually took us up on the offer. They went out to the pizza. They had a night on the town. We'll take a look together. Check this out.
The Empire State Building, and the first ever Fortnite World Cup Finals. I couldn't be more excited about the greatest Fortnite players from around the world coming to my hometown to check it out. But before the action started, the World Cup qualifying players Aiden and Chinkin out to show them the Big Apple, starting with PC Gaming Cafe. Wait.
What's up, boys? Welcome to Waypoint. Good to see you. Here's the pizza. All right, fellas, let's go grab a drink. All right, gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me here in my hometown. Thoughts on it so far? Taking the start. Hello, people. I'm sorry, but also welcome to New York. That's kind of the way it is out here. Where are you from in Austria? And the population, I think it was like 40,000 people in the train on the way there. Yeah. Now I want to talk about the competition